Hello everybody, Ken here, back with more Grow Home. Bud's here, you're here, I'm here. And we're going to track down these last few crystals and star seeds. We've got 3 more crystals to get, and I think just 2 more star seeds. But they could be anywhere on this vast map. So it's going to be quite the adventure tracking them down. I'm going to head over to this little place over here. My leaf hadn't deployed the wrong way. I presume this thing will stall if you lose too much momentum, if you try and fly upwards too much. Look at that. What a textbook landing, bud. Gotta zoom out, make sure nothing too obvious is going on. Doesn't look like there's anything around here. What about that mushroom world over there? That seems like a potential candidate for fun. I always like looking at places which don't have things growing to them, because I figure, you know, we probably haven't been there. What would we have done on here? How would we have got here in the first place? We didn't have the glide leaf back then. Well, we don't have the glide leaf now. Oh, bud. You're gonna die. Oof. That wasn't a threat. Bud, you're gonna die. You've had it, sunshine. No, I think we're okay. But we do need to find another leaf. I don't know where there's a good spot, but I feel like one of these has a leaf nearby. It's not this one. But, for now, we'll snag one of these until we find something better. Now, where's our mushroom platform? It wasn't the one over there. I feel like we did go over there, but maybe we should check it anyway. I think the mushroom platform... You know, I'm not even sure which mushroom platform we were on. Oh, it was this one, I think. It does look like this. Should be easy enough to get onto. Right. Fantastic. Also, our leaf was around here, but I don't know if it would have stayed on the edge of the platform, or if it just fell off. I think it must have fallen down somewhere. That might be it washed up on the beach. Still keeping an eye out for any seeds. Seeds don't make a noise, so you really do have to just spot them. At least with the crystals you can listen out for that little tingle of excitement. Kind of want to get over to that platform there, but I don't know how best to go about it with the tall mushrooms. I think we have been over there, but I still think it would be a good place to revisit because it's a candidate for star seeds. There's so much green on the map that it's quite difficult to pick the star seeds out, which I guess is maybe the idea. Also, I thought they glowed a lot more than they did. The crystals certainly glow, but the star seeds maybe not quite so much as you would expect. We try and ride a starflower over there. I want to get this starflower and then ride it over to that platform. Clamber up to the main bit. Grab on tight, bud. We're going on a little adventure down to 2 Mushroom Island. Down on 2 Mushroom Island. We hope there'll be a star seed or a crystal or something else. Whoa, hello. That's not what I was anticipating happening. But then these things can be a little wild to control at times. I feel like maybe we did find a starseed on this place, because it does look familiar. Grab the flower. Make sure our backpack's topped up. I can hear what sounds almost like a crystal. But I couldn't tell you where it would be. Doesn't look like there's one underneath. So let's just head down. Down, down. Deeper and down. Nice cactuses over here. Some girdles. All our favourite plants. The jerkweed over here. Good old pink jerkweed. What about over there? That looks like a hive of excitement and potential. Make sure our boost's filled up before we continue. Make sure we grab this plant. Keep ourselves topped up. Any sign of a crystal? Hey, bud? No, nothing here, you lunatic. Please let me go. We can't go now, bud. We're so close. Just 2 more star seeds and 3 more crystals. In fact, no, didn't we find one? Might only be 2 more crystals. No, it is 3. Can you see anything, bud? I can't see anything. Ow! I thought that was an animal, but it wasn't. It was just some jerkweed. Just jerkweeding around. I'm fairly sure we cleaned this whole beach up. Nah. Sorry, sheep. Just messing with the meeps. All day, every day. I kind of want to go back up to the top. We had a lot of success coming from the top because we found a platform we hadn't seen before. I reckon we could probably do that again. Have a quick look around. There's not really anything too obvious. I imagine we got most of the crystals from over here. It does sound like maybe there could be one more nearby. But I couldn't possibly begin to imagine which rock it would be on. With these twirling, spinning hunks of asteroid, it's quite hard to tell where a crystal might be. If indeed it might be anywhere at all. There's existential bud there. Proud to announce my new existential bud skin. Just regular bud, but sometimes he disappears. No sign of a glide leaf either, which would be very helpful here. Okay, great. Let's ride this flower out. Or not. Nope, not going to happen today. Okay, let's bounce on this leaf. Where should we head? That thing falls very slowly, even with no leaves left. I think we went over there. I'm not certain, but I'm fairly confident that's where we found that last crystal. Now see, this is what happens when you don't have a leaf. Okay, get some stabilization. Get up here, let's grab a leaf. Looks like there's a little cave there. Might just be a cluster of rocks. But we'll investigate. Because who knows? Better to be safe than sorry, right, bud? Very tightly packed in. I thought I could hear a crystal then. But these rocks aren't going anywhere. So I don't think it can be from them. I'm going to clamber around the outside, see if I can spot any kind of other entrance. No? No joy? We're so close now, bud. We can't give up yet. Something around here, maybe? I almost wish it would be daytime, just because it's easier to see in general. It's a little harder to see specific things. Like some of the crystals and such light up in a nice way at night. But it's just generally much easier to traverse during the daytime. I think Bud can handle waist-high water. Anything deeper than that, he gets a little bit miffed. Okay, let's crawl down alongside the waterfall. Seems like a good place to hang. Anything around, bud? Ah. Just these last few bits and bobs, just really kind of testing you, I guess. It would be nice if, you know, when you got to say 90 crystals, they were like, hey, here's a scanner to help scan for the rest of the crystals. Because we know you've not got forever, and you've come so far, that it seems a shame to hold you back purely based on kind of random chance whether you stagger across them or not. Perhaps we should take a more methodical approach. Kind of climb our way up from the bottom. I suppose there's a few rocks out to the side here that we never really checked. But I also feel they're probably too far out to warrant anything. There was a cave round here, but I think we explored it fairly well. Have a quick cheeky check. An old cheeky check. Here it is. Let's just pop inside, make sure we're not missing anything too important. It all seems fairly quiet in here. No sign of more crystals. I think we collected them all. Okay. Scramble up. Get to the top of this rock and have a little think, shall we, bud? Contemplate where we could be going. Okay. Well, we've got a world above us. I keep seeing where the plants stick into the rock and thinking that that's a starseed, but it's not, unfortunately. Gonna have a sip of coffee. And have a think about what we might do. I am tempted to sort of methodically climb this, but I don't think it'd be very quick to get around. I wonder how difficult the starseeds are hidden, or how they've all been fairly easy to spot. It's just a case of being in the right place to spot them. I mean, yeah, everything's easy to see when it's in your line of sight, right? I guess that's true here. But I feel like, they're not... The starseeds have fallen in fairly open spaces, not really hidden, obscure ones. It's just a case of, have you reached the platform they're on so that you can see them? Because if you're miles away, you won't be able to. Okay. Oh, actually, this is a good point. There's a leaf here. So we should remember that for the future. This is number 6, I think. Number 7. Okay. So we can always come back to 7 in an emergency. We have a quick explore around this lower bit. Nope, apparently not. I want to check it out. There's another one of these little crystal things, but not crystals. Fake crystals. They never really explain what these are. Like the little pearls. We stole it anyway. And dropped it off the edge. I don't think it's of much use. But don't worry too much, bud. Let's head over to this chocolate mountain. I don't think we've been here recently. This doesn't look too familiar. As in, it doesn't look familiar in the sense that I've been here in the past hour or so. Which makes it a prime candidate for starseeds. Having a peer. Having a peek, having a listen. Both ears open. If you see one of these seeds or crystals, do let me know in the comments. Tell me what a fool I am for missing them. I'm sure I've wandered past at least one in my time. That's only to be expected. Look at this, if you just leave it be, you really can go almost horizontal. You get a ton of distance. I think that's a crystal. I'm fairly sure that's a crystal. Fantastic. Okay. This is the next step on our slow but sure adventure. One of those things, I guess, where that completionist itch is just stretches you a little bit longer, whereas the main game I felt has moved at a real good pace. Like, this is a good time to kind of contemplate where we've come with Grow Home. We started out not really knowing what we were going to be doing. We met Bud. We dove down onto the planet's surface. Remember that first crystal we found? How we weren't quite sure how to get it out of the ground? Boy, how things have changed over time. Now Bud's an expert. I've really enjoyed our time with Go Home. I hope you have too. I'm sure if you've stuck around this far, then you're enjoying it. It's very, very relaxing. It's a nice way to spend a little time just chilling with Bud. Just me, you and Bud. Budding around. We collected all the wildlife. I quite liked collecting the wildlife. I felt like that one Arctic meep was in maybe slightly too awkward a position. They're a little bit too hard to kind of drag around, and I feel like the game's not clear enough about how other things you're carrying behave when you boost around and fly. You know, I was never quite sure if it was safe to boost while holding an animal, or safe to use my glide leaf, or whether that would cause them to drop. So I think there could have been some more clarity there. But overall, I think hunting down the creatures, especially the rarer ones, was quite satisfying. There's a real kind of cuteness to the way they move. Just a lovely, friendly world. Apart from that bull. He was a bit hostile. But then we were invading his home. So I can't really blame him for that either. Damn it! That's something else I maybe take just a touch of exception to. Is how the game handles the leaf. Where I feel like the collision on it is a little bit wonky. I think it makes sense that having something that's basically infinite, you know, can run out or can kind of be taken away from you if you mess up your fly. Nope, mess up your fly. But yeah, I think it catches on things when you wouldn't expect it to sometimes. But that's a minor gripe. Overall, I've really enjoyed Go Home. It's been a wondrous adventure. I'm still listening out. But nothing's coming to ear. I think it must be in a cave somewhere, these last few crystals. It's probably a cave we haven't found. In fact, I think there's an achievement for getting all the caves. So I kind of want to bop into... Let me just bop up my achievements. Which I don't think you'll see. But I want to see if we have the one for exploring all the caves. We have! We found all the caves. Okay. So if we found all the caves, that means there probably aren't too many crystals left in caves. Which I would suggest means that they're up at the top. Because I think that's probably the most likely place for us to have missed something. I'm gonna grab this leaf. Maybe we'll just glide around out of the ship. We haven't jumped out the ship with the leaf glider yet. Let's go up to Mum's room. Hi, Mum. Lovely pictures of Bud and all his animal friends. Is he building a snowman? Look at that, Bud on the beach. Building a sand worm. What a good time. Okay, Bud. Time for you to fly. Head over here, shall we? Ears always out, eyes peeled. Just looking for crystals. Very quiet and peaceful. Ah, yes. What a gorgeous time. In a world with no humans. On an alien planet ruled by a mighty star plant. A tiny robot came along and changed history forever by bothering the wildlife. Da 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 da. Good old grow home. Good old Bud. Get onto these middle rocks. They're quite big and kind of meandering. I guess I could see losing a crystal in here. So we'll check them over quickly. I really don't know where to go. I'm at a loss. Look at the size of this world, and it's all apparently water apart from this one little island. I'd love to know more about the rest of this world that we've landed on. Where does it go? What does it do? Who does it think it is? Looks like that's where we found the Arctic meeps. I'm prepared to say that because look at the mess we've made. Let's pop down here. This island's given us so much. So many good times and bad times. Just so much hassle, really. But we made it. We collected the Arctic meep. We collected the gold-plumed warble. We collected the gobble? Or the grubble, I think. Not the gobble. The grubble, that little worm fella. Took him to safety. We put most of them back where they came from. Not the Arctic meep. He was a little bit too far away to get him back to his home. Anything over here? I think this is where we found the last crystal earlier today. So I doubt there'll be another one. Nope, there is a glide leaf. I wonder where those last starseeds could be. Just have a meander around here. Quite a nice way to glide around. I think I like being at this level. You get a good angle on seeing everything. You can look out for star seeds or crystals. And in fact, there we go. We found a star seed. Go on, bud. The star seeds you can just grab and fly, but that worm we couldn't. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it was too heavy for us to boost. But we did it. Just one more left. One more star seed. 2 more crystals. We really are on the final journey. So hopefully next episode will wrap things up. I said that last time, but it's tough to find these things. I feel like we've explored most of the map now, so there shouldn't be too much more to look around and find our last few things. But I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, be sure to bop that like button, subscribe for more. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Ken, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers!